Hello guys, Sushil this side. This is probably my first video on YouTube. I wasn't actually planning on putting a video, but okay, first I'll give a brief background about myself. I'm Sushil and I'm from Mumbai. I'm planning a bike ride to Ladakh in July. So I'll be doing the Srinagar, Kargil, Leh, Sarchu, Manali circuit. I'll be going to places like Nubra Valley, Pangong Lake, Somoriri, and even I'm planning to go to Hanle as well. Let's see if that works out. So I've been researching a lot before my trip. I've been planning it since quite some time. I've been tracking the various regulations regarding the COVID situation that are coming up. So there are changes in the regulations each week. Every week there is a new order that the lay authorities issue. We need to track that. Then the requirements are being changed in each order. अभी फिलहाल तो they are providing a lot of relaxations. They've allowed all the shops to open, even the non-essential ones. They will be open on all days. The hotels are open and everything has opened up. All there are certain restrictions, of course. Keeping that aside, a very important thing when we are going to Ladakh, we need to keep in mind that we'll be requiring the inner line permit. I'll tell you all briefly how to apply for a permit. I've recently applied for it and I did get it uh, quickly. Like it took hardly 5 to 10 minutes to get the permit. So you'll have to go to the official website. You can see the website here. I'll put the website in the description box as well for your ease. Okay, so website open hote ही there is this pop-up. It is really important to note that you will require a negative RT-PCR report. अभी हिमाचल में they've removed the requirement of negative RT-PCR, but Ladakh में it is still there. And I feel कि next दो तीन जो orders आएंगे उसमें they will be probably removing the RT-PCR report का requirement. So let's see. As of now, you need a report 96 hours से ज़्यादा old नहीं होना चाहिए, otherwise you'll have to quarantine over there or you'll be required to undergo another COVID test. So keep that in mind. Abhi, what I feel is that the interface of this website has been changed. I've seen a lot of videos for how to take the inner line permit. So in those videos, the website interface used to be different. Now it is different. So what you have to do is basically that you see this option of domestic over here. You simply click on it, and this is a really important thing. Great update that they've given to us is that पहले there used to be a requirement कि whenever you take a permit you will be required to visit the DC office in Leh, show them the permit, show them the payment slip, and then they will stamp your permit and then it will be considered to be a valid permit. Unless and until the DC office का stamp is there on your permit, आपका वो permit का कुछ validity होगा ही नहीं. बट नाउ देव क्लेरिफाइड कि डीसी ऑफिस जाने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. आई गेस इट इज़ बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड एंड मे बी फॉर ईज ऑफ द टूरिस्ट देव रिमूव दिस रिक्वायरमेंट. अभी you just have to apply for the permit online, make the payment, and that is sufficient compliance of their requirement. And जब भी you are visiting on the check post, you have to directly show them that permit. Hard copy भी required नहीं है as such. You can show the PDF copies as well, but I would suggest कि hard copies भी carry करना safer side, because at times हो सकता है कि you don't have battery in your phone and something like that. So keep hard copies with you, at least 10. Your permit का 10 copies and your Aadhaar card or something का 10 copies. They might want to keep the documents with them in that case. Okay, so since I've already registered myself, I won't be able to register myself once again. So I won't be able to show you all the actual process जो follow करना है. So I'll do one thing कि I'll put a link in the description box. I'll put a link of the video which I had seen before applying for the permit. So you'll get a basic idea कि what all steps you need to take. I'll give a brief overview यहाँ पे. You'll first have to register the person. So you will put your name, address, email address, mobile number, gender. You'll select your state, ID, For ID, you can select Aadhaar card, voter ID, or driving license. Then you put your ID number over here and your permanent address. Make sure that permanent address is same as the photo ID that you've mentioned above. Then you select your date of arrival. Date of arrival के लिए please keep a few buffer days. एक दो दिन पहले से ही date of arrival mention कर देना, because bike rides में it usually happens एक आध दिन आगे पीछे हो ही जाता है. So keep that in mind. Then you can register yourself. Once you are registered, वहाँ पे दो options आ जाएंगे कि if it is an individual or you are going in a group. So if you are going solo, obviously you can go for the individual registration. If in at least two people are there, go for the group registration. वहाँ पे mention the details of the second person or the whole group, जितने भी लोग हैं सबका details mention करो. Once you do that, select on next, and then you'll go to a page. So description box में जो link है उस पे ये सब steps तो आपको मिल ही जाएंगे. Basically the point of this video was to inform you all कि you are no longer required to visit the DC office for stamping of the permits, and एक बार payment हो जाता है, you print the permit and it is sufficient. You can go directly to the check post, you can cross the same. वो लोग सिर्फ verify करेंगे कि payment हो चुका है या नहीं. So I'll just show you all how the permit looks like. Okay, so this is how the permit looks like. यहाँ पे the dates of your travel is mentioned. Your group ID is also mentioned. ये ID generate होगा when you register yourself on the website. Now, while your registration, you will be asked to select the circuit that you are going to be doing. यहाँ पे 8 circuits are stated on the website. Make sure कि आप सारे circuits select कर लो, because you never know, अगर आपका मन हो जाता है कोई और circuit try करने का, कोई different route लेने का, and if आपके permit पे that circuit is not mentioned, you won't be allowed to cross the check post. So it is always advised कि you select all the circuits, because there is no additional charge as such. You just have to select it while filling the form online. So I've selected all 8 circuits over here. The same are mentioned. The details of the tourists have been mentioned. It's me and my cousin. Then the fees that they charge: environment fees 300 per person, Red Cross fees of 200, that is 100 per person, wildlife fees of 400 rupees. So I guess this wildlife fees is 20 rupees per person per day. So since we are staying for 10 days, it comes to 200 rupees per person, and the total fees of 1200 rupees. So earlier it used to be like the permit used to be separate and the payment advice, the payment slip used to be separate, and hence you had to visit the DC office to verify the payment, and the DC office would stamp your permit, and at that point it can be termed as a valid permit. However, they've changed that requirement. यहाँ पे they've clearly mentioned कि they have received the money, so वो verification of payment तो यहीं पे हो जाता है, and that is why we are no longer required to visit the DC office for stamping of the same, which is a great thing. So yeah, I mean that was the whole point of this video. I was seeing, मुझे YouTube पे कोई भी video दिखा नहीं regarding this, so I was like I'll take the opportunity to inform you guys about the same, because a lot of people are planning to go to Ladakh and you need to have the correct information, otherwise आपका trip पूरा ruin हो सकता है. So if you are planning to go to Ladakh, inner line permits apply कर लेना. Keep a COVID negative RT-PCR report with you. Make sure 96 hours के पहले का नहीं है वो. And that's it. Travel safe, take all the necessary precautions, and have a great time. So I'm not sure if I am going to be vlogging or not on my trip, because I haven't ever tried it, but if I do, you'll be seeing more videos. For that, do subscribe to my channel, and if you like this video, do hit the like button and drop in a comment. That would definitely motivate me to create more videos and upload it on YouTube.